Okay, welcome back to Outperform. Today we're going to talk about density. All right. Now, programming and getting your workouts to be effective over and over and over can be a daunting task for people who don't understand strength training. So today we're going to go over proper programming and we're going to use load as the density today. This can be a very long and lengthy video, so obviously Instagram's only going to give me like a minute. So go ahead and go to IGTV or go to the Outperform Training Academy page on YouTube for a full video and breakdown of what I'm going to go over. All right, so this is it. Load. How do we dictate load for progression? All right, so we're going to use dumbbell press as an example today. All right, so in week 1 we do dumbbell press 50 pounds for 4 sets of 6 reps at 2 minutes rest. Okay, in week 2 we're going to go up from 50 pounds to 55 pounds. All right, 4 sets of 6 with 55 pounds now for 2-minute rest. Week 3 we're going to go to 60 pounds for 4 sets of 6 for 2 minutes rest. All right, now that's linear progression. It's simple. You just keep adding weight. That's all you got to do. And if everybody knows, that shit don't work. Okay, so eventually it just don't work. You can't just keep picking up more weight. Okay, so how do we manipulate our load in order to make sure we're still getting gains? All right, so there's a few ways we can do this. One is, just so we understand that I wouldn't stay on the same exercise for week in and week out like that, but for purposes of demonstrating the point I'm trying to get across, let's just say that you continue to do dumbbell press over and over. All right, well, on the 4th week, I'm going to do 65 pounds. All right, but I can no longer do 65 pounds with 2 minutes rest. All right, but I'm determined to finish my 4 sets of 6 reps. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to increase my rest from 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes. All right. All right, so now I have 2.5 minutes in between each set. So that way it's giving me a little bit extra rest. So that way I can push that heavier load. But as you can see, and as time goes on, nothing stays the same. This shit gets harder and harder. So when I get to week 5, and now I'm doing 70, now what I do? All right, well, I increase my rest. I'm now using 70 pounds for 4 sets of 6 for 3 minutes rest. All right, now we can keep following this pattern. The problem is you're just gonna go 4 minutes, then 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and I mean, no one's gonna rest 6 minutes between sets every day of their life. It just doesn't work that way, okay? You're gonna get bored, you're gonna quit. If you're bored, you're never gonna continue working out. Okay, so this is what I suggest you do. You need to understand that one set heavier than what you did before, the week before, is better. That is making gains. That is making progress. Week 3, we did dumbbell press for 60 pounds at 4 sets of 6 reps for 2 minutes rest. All right? In week 4, I'm going to do dumbbell press, and I'm going to do 60 pounds again for 3 sets of 6. I'm still resting 2 minutes. That shouldn't be hard because my body's already acclimated to it from the week before. But what I'm going to do this time, though, is on my last set, I'm going to do 65. All right? So now I have 65 pounds done for 1 set of 6. And now I have accumulated 4 sets of 6 like I did the week before. That's how you make progression. That is progress with load being the dictator, all right? You're going to follow this suit as you get more and more advanced because you don't have a choice. No one's just gonna go up for all 4 6 sets. I mean, all 4 sets of 6 reps. It's just not possible. So on week 5, you would now try to do 2 sets of 65. And so the point I'm trying to make is by the time you reached all 4 sets of 6 with 65, you can now move on to 70 pounds, all right? And the progress would start the same way. The programming would follow the same suit. Just so you understand on the same page as me, this is what I mean. By the time we got to 70, we are now doing 65 for 3 sets of 6 reps, 2 minutes rest, but we're doing 1 set of 70 for 6 reps, 2 minutes rest. Look, this is the same. It's the same thing. That's how you dictate programming through load. You make baby steps, baby jumps, all right? You can do it different ways. You can wave load it the way I would call it wave loading, all right? I could do 65 pounds, then do 70 pounds, then go back to 65 pounds, then go back to 70 pounds. Until, no matter how I choose to do it, until I get 70 across the board for 4 sets of 6. And once I get that, I can now move on to the 80s. If you're in a gym lucky enough that has 2.5 pound increments, you can do that. Or you can use the magnets to help you jump up by 1 or 2 pounds at a time. These are methods of progression. This is how progress works in the weight room, all right? This is programming dictated through load, okay? Now, you may find that you can't always stay at 2 minutes. You may have to increase your rest, all right? Now we're talking about density and programming dictated through rest intervals. It's a different video, okay? So, I hope this helps you out and gives you a more basic understanding of proper programming and how to program and structure your workouts dictated through proper loading.